Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are trying a whole bunch of new makeup. Some of it I purchased myself, some of it was sent to me, and I cannot wait to try it all. Some of the things I'm most excited about trying is the new powder bronzer from Rare Beauty. Also pretty excited about trying the new Natasha Denona Eye Sculpt Cool Tone palette. I already uploaded my video trying the new Armani Luminous Silk Foundation formula and comparing it to the old formula. So if you haven't watched that, definitely go for it. But in today's video, I'm trying it on its own all over my face for the first time. There is new products from Smashbox. In this PR package, there are a couple of things. But the thing that I'm truly excited about trying is the Precision Contour Stick, which looks tiny for a face contour stick. So we'll see. Maybe it's super highly pigmented. BUXOM has a new lip collection that looks really fun and right up my alley. So we'll try some of these and I'll show you the rest as I go. I did already fill in my eyebrows because I don't really have any new eyebrow products to show you. My face is hydrated. My hair is a mess like it's been in the past few videos. I kind of am sorry, but also kind of not. I'm honestly just sick of it. I want to chop it off and get some bangs, and maybe that'll inspire me to do something with my hair because I've been living in a bun lately. And sometimes it's like a dirty bun, and sometimes like today it's a fluffy bun because the hair is too clean. Point is, I even flat ironed it the other day, so like it looks kind of decent, but I don't feel like having it down. Anyways, as per usual, all of the products I'm going to talk about in today's video are listed and linked down below. Maybe some of them will pop up as I talk about them. And one thing that I wanted to show you because I thought was interesting, but I'm not necessarily trying in today's video, is from Murad. This is the Murad Lipid Enriched Double Cleansing Balm. This was sent to me in PR, as you can see, and I cannot wait to try it. The reason this one piqued my interest and I wanted to show you it is because it says it's a double cleanser but in one, so technically it's a single cleanser. Basically they're telling you to rub it all over your dry face, and after it melts the makeup you want to wet your hands and create a milky texture for the cleansing part, and then you just rinse it off. That way you're not technically doing a double step. I don't know about that though, because usually with my makeup cleansers I do that, I rinse it off and then I wash with a regular cleanser afterwards, which is what makes it a two cleansing step system. But this says it works just with this one product. I will have to try it and let you know about it. I'll probably update you on my Instagram story, so if you're not following me on Instagram, definitely do so. And I don't even know how this works because I thought it was like one of those that you pump up, but it's not. Okay, you twist the bottom and it shaves little pieces up, and that's how you get the balm out of there. As I said, I'll try it. I will keep you guys updated on my Instagram stories. I am excited to try it, but also skeptical. One more thing, if you're dry like me, it says it's perfect for dry skin, so fingers crossed. Now, Rare Beauty did send me this beautiful PR package with their new bronzer, but I had already purchased my bronzer, which I'm glad I did because they think I am tan and I am not tan. And so usually when it comes to like picking shades, if they're only sending a couple of shades out of the full range, I get the wrong one. I bought the bronzer in the shade Sun Blaze, and they sent me the shades Warmed Up and Sunny Spirits. You can see here, this came in the PR package. They have 7 flexible shades. I got Sun Blaze for myself, and they sent Warmed Up and Sunny Spirits. So I'll be able to swatch them all for you. That's the good part. The other side of that PR package has a brush, which I'll use to show you it, and then a liquid contour and a cream bronzer. Something else I'm going to be trying today is a new lip liner from Sephora collection. This is their new lip tint felt lip liner. I do not like tint lip liners, but I'll try it and see what I think. Anyways, let's get started applying the makeup. First things first, let me put on my new formula of the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, which I honestly really have been enjoying. I'm going to do 3 pumps and I'm just going to blend it in with my VK Beauty 101 brush. My favorite thing about the Luminous Silk Foundation, and I am so glad that it didn't change with the formula change, is the fact that it is a very natural looking foundation with a beautiful natural finish. It works for a lot of skin types. If you have combination skin, normal skin or dry skin, this foundation will work for you. On me, it looks like a very natural finish. I love that the medium coverage, even though it looks very natural, does beautifully cover all of my redness. If we are shade twins, my shade is 4.5 and it looks perfect on me. I did a wear test on it, so I can tell you the only thing that changes throughout the day is that that bit of glow does go away and it becomes a bit more natural looking rather than glowy. Still very natural looking, still keeping the coverage. It's a very long lasting foundation and it is transfer proof. I'm doing a bit of my Charlotte Tilbury color corrector and Laura Mercier concealer right underneath the eye. I didn't have any new concealer corrector to try in today's video, so back to my favorites I go. And I'm doing a little concealer on the eyelid to cover up any redness on the eyelid before I put on my eyeshadow today. For powder, I'm doing my Laura Mercier under eye setting powder in pink, and that'll blur out all of the pores and set the concealer in place. I always dust off any excess powder from the puff. Now for contour, I'm excited to try these new contour sticks from Smashbox, but why do they look like eyeshadow pens? I feel like these are way too small for a contour stick. Like, how long would this last contouring your face? They sent 2 different shades, fair and light, so we're going to use light. And they also sent this dual-ended brush, which I'll also use. Okay, the brush is very peculiar. I definitely don't have any brush like this in my collection. It looks like a kind of coffin shaped. Is that morbid? That's what it looks like to me. Here's the other side for the powder. Here's the contour stick in light. This is at Ulta for $26, and I don't care how good it is. For 0.05 ounces, this is not competitive sizing or pricing. When you look at the rest of the contour sticks on the market, you have things like the Rare Beauty contour stick for a very similar price, and this has 0.25 ounces. That is 5 times as much product as you get in this one. I'm thankful they sent this my way, and I'm going to try it because otherwise I honestly don't think I would have purchased it. I don't care how good this can possibly be. It's too small. This probably would not last you a long time, and it's not looking like the most pigmented product either, so it's not like you need just a dot of it and maybe that could justify the price. All right, I'm blending it with their brush. Very natural looking, blends away very easily, but having to use the same amount of product as other contour items on the market and having 5 times less product for a very similar price makes this not make sense to me. The blendability of it is very, very fast and it looks very natural for sure, but it is just so small. I'm going to do some right here on the sides of my nose. Okay, so after I finished blending these contour sticks from Smashbox, I spiraled. I don't care if this gets me kicked out of their PR list. I don't understand why these are priced the way they are. I pulled out the rest of my high-end and luxury contour sticks in my collection and I went price per ounce. I did the math. You get 0.05 ounces in here for $26. That comes out to $520 per ounce, which is outrageous even in comparison with Westman Atelier. They charge $226 per ounce, and that's already much more expensive than the rest of these, which are all around $120 to $135 per ounce. So Smashbox is charging around 5 times as much per ounce as the rest of the high-end and luxury makeup products on the market for a contour stick. That to me is insane. The product blends out nicely, but it's not even impressive to be that price for this little thing. I am baffled by the pricing of this versus how much product you get in there. It is insane. So needless to say, that's not a product I'll be recommending in this video. So let's move on to the Warm Wishes Soft Matte Powder Bronzer from Rare Beauty in the shade Sun Blaze. This right here is the color I purchased for myself. I'm going to swatch it, and I'm going to swatch the 2 that they sent me next to it as well, just in case. So here's Sun Blaze, and this is looking like a warm bronzer with a natural to glowy finish to it. These, by the way, retail for $30. Here's the next one. Here is the shade Warmed Up. I'm gonna swatch it next to it right there. And then the darkest one they sent my way is the shade Sunny Spirits. And so check these out right here. The one I bought might actually not be the one I prefer, because the second one is a bit more cool tone, which is one of the ones they sent my way. So I might try them side by side instead of just going for this one, because this one just is a bit more neutral rather than yellow. So maybe the shades they sent me weren't so bad after all. Here's the lightest shade Sun Blaze, and I'm going to apply it with the brush they sent over on this side of my face. Oh my god, it is very pigmented. Even the light shade is pretty pigmented. So let me just make sure I diffuse it nicely. Now for me personally, and how neutral to cool tone my skin tone is, this is definitely a bit more yellow than I would like. I'm going to try the other shade very sparingly and see if the undertone is better for me, because this one looks a bit too yellow on my complexion. So I'm going to go with the shade Warmed Up next. And now that I know how pigmented it is, I'm going to do very little of it on my brush, and we'll do this side. The undertone is immediately better, but it is a bit darker as well. Is it too dark for me? Is the new question. Is this a video full of fails? Hopefully not. Okay, I'm doing the jawline. This might be slightly too dark for me right now in the middle of winter. Maybe once summertime comes along, it'll be better. But I do much prefer the undertone of the shade Warmed Up than the one I tried first. So if I were to choose a shade, I think Warmed Up would be the one that I would go for, because it has a more neutral undertone. It's not as yellow. And yes, it's a bit darker than I would prefer because this product is super pigmented, but it works for me. Before I do anything else, I want to try this lip tint from Sephora collection. This was very affordable, $14, and I got the shade Rosewood Trace. Here's what it looks like. Here's, once you open it, what the tip of it looks like. Now it looks a scary color in person, but when I saw it swatched, this is supposed to be like a naturalish looking rosy shade. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with it. Okay, that is very vibrant, and I immediately came across the usual problem, which is that the tint doesn't stay on the tip of these. I hate the color, and it's not even looking that even. Why is this so red? Here's what it looks like on the pictures I saw on the Sephora website. Are you freaking kidding me? I think they just put a swatch of one of the shades next to all of the different shades, and I just assumed that was the swatch of the color that I had selected, like it usually works. I hate this so much. Oh my god, let me take it off. I guess the good news, if you find a color that you like, is that it definitely stays. It does not go away. I cannot take it off. I tried to cover it with a bit of foundation. I don't think that worked either. Oh my god, what a mess. Let's try a product that has to be good, right? Let's try the Natasha Denona Mini Eye Sculpt Cool Tone Palette. Let me get you guys a little closer, and let's do something quick and easy with these cool tone shades from this Natasha Denona palette. I'm adding Light Cool as my transition shade with a big fluffy brush all throughout the crease of my eye, just like so. This brush is from an old Wayne Goss set, and it is brush 05. I used to use it for highlighter. I never used it for eyeshadow, but it's working nicely there, at least for this very light shade. Here's that cool tone light color on the crease of my eyes, and then with a smaller blending brush, I'm going into the middle shade, which is called Cool Medium. I debated doing a full video with this little palette, but then I don't know, I wasn't excited enough about it to do it. If you are wondering how to use it, definitely check out the video on the warm version of this mini palette, because you'll find a lot of helpful information there. I'm going to link it up there on the eye. Here's that color blended on the eyelid, and I'm going to even bring it down underneath my eyes a bit with the tip of this brush. I'm going to darken things up a little further just to show you the depth of this palette. So this is the fourth shade, which is Medium Dark Cool. And I think I'm going to add it pretty much all throughout my eyelid except the inner third, just like so. Nice cool tone smoky eye. And to show you the full depth of this palette, we are going to go to the darkest color on the outer corner in a second. I'm taking this one right under as well with the tip of my brush on the outer third of the under eye. And then we're going into the darkest shade. Formulation wise, the palette is magnificent. I have no complaints as far as blendability and pigmentation and fallout. All of that is perfection in this one, but I don't know, the color story kind of boring. I am putting the darkest shade on the outer third of the eyelid back here. And with a flat brush and the white color, I am finishing things up by brightening up the inner corner of the eye ever so slightly. And that's the eye look. If I cover my lips, I can enjoy it a bit more. I'm going to use my taupe eyeliner in the waterline of my eyes. and apply some mascara. Back with mascara on. I do have a new blush to try. This one came out a few months ago, but I've never tried it before, and it is the new multi-finish face trio blushes from Morphe. This one is in the shade Cheek Trills, and I think it'll go with the cool tone eyeshadow look I have on today. I cannot wait to do my lips, by the way. It's so distracting. Here is the color of the blush I chose, and with the small side of the Smashbox brush, I'm going to add it onto my cheekbones here. Moving on to the other side. I don't want to use the middle part because it's pretty shiny, but I'll go down to the bottom and layer the powder over the cream a bit, starting on the highest point of the cheekbone and blending it down. Here's how the Morphe blush looks like on me. And at last, let's try some of these lip combos from BUXOM. I'm going to go with this one first because it looks really nice. Oh, I just realized these are all Dolly's. Dolly is one of BUXOM's most popular shades, and so we have the original Dolly shade, we have Dolly Light, Dolly Medium, and Dolly Deep. I'm going with Dolly Medium. I feel like I'm complaining about everything in this video, but I remember having tried these lip liners from Smashbox in the past and them not being my favorite. Maybe they've changed the formula, we'll see, but I don't remember being super fond of them. Let's go with Dolly Medium. That was actually very pigmented. My main complaint with these were that they wouldn't glide. Oh, it broke. I remember the first time I tried them, they just wouldn't glide. They were a bit too dry, and that's why I didn't love them. So here's that Dolly Medium lip liner, and let's do the gloss over top. These BUXOM glosses are pretty nice, and if you ever want to shove anything BUXOM, I think my discount on their website is 20% off, which is really nice. Check it out. This is the Dolly Medium lip combo. I quite like it, but I don't think it goes with my gray eyelids, so I'm going to do Dolly Light, which is a bit more cool tone, as my second and last lip combo, and that way I can also show you that one. The lip tint is resilient, I'll give it that. Alright, I'm doing Dolly Light. Here's the lip liner applied. It's like a baby pink, but just a hair more cool toned. And then let's do the lip gloss right over top. Here's what that lip combo looks like. And this video has been a series of unfortunate events, I feel like. There is nothing I am obsessed with that I tried today. I do really like the Armani foundation, but I did a previous video on that already. So the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation I do love and recommend, and that is probably it. The bronzer, I didn't find the color I loved from Rare Beauty. I will say very pigmented, blends nicely, but I look orange, you know? The BUXOM lip combos are throwing me off. The blush from Morphe is good, but meh. I did really like the eyeshadow from Natasha Denona as far as like the formula is concerned. Is the color story groundbreaking? It's not, but I do really like the way my eyes turned out. I feel like the orange bronzer and the pink lips are like taking away from how good my eyes look, because I do actually like the way my eyes turned out. So the Armani foundation and the Natasha Denona eyeshadow mini, I think, are the only thing I can truly recommend from everything I tried in today's video. And you know what? It's okay. Sometimes I try a whole bunch of new things all at once and I love everything. Today was simply just not one of those days. Needless to say, please stay away from the Smashbox contour because WTF, right? Anyways, I love you all so much. Thank you for watching today's train wreck. La niña mía se despertó. Evelyn's awake. As you can see, we have the same hairstylist. Give the video a thumbs up if you guys liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back. In the next video. Bye.